Brooklyn, I suppose getting enough vitamin D. But, yeah, so they drove and gave you vitamin D? Yeah, that was just last week they came out with that. So, ta-da! My brother told me that, and he researches for Microsoft, so it's not just a conspiracy thing, I guess. Let's just go over here. Alexa, Jaya, there. I gave you both grades, right? Got it. Janabi gone. Jack here. Brett. Did I give you both, Brett, or just one? Yeah, I'm getting to that point of late Wednesday night when I was getting all the others. Ron, Sandy. Jonathan. I gave you both, right? No. John Maria, gone. So we got a couple things to talk about. Like Jaya came up with, he found some new AI. Oh, you talked to Jack about that?
The deep speech,
deep speech. Things are coming together, dudes.
Cool.
Things are coming together. My classes are hackathons, so we're hacking up stuff.
What'd you guys put together? We found on GitHub.
John Maria.
This thing called deep speech. That's like a voice effects software.
Janabi,
there was an issue.
you're here.
We both had an issue trying to set it up. So if you want to try to look for it later, I can send the link.
Yeah, send me the link.
Sean, you rolled in, dog. Okay. Ziggy, here. Sophia. Sophia is gone. Hang in there, dudes. This is 9th week. Can you believe it? Steve, there. Melaine, gone. Let's go to the other thing. Oh, Chanel. This is for your stand head. So look up, I'll get to that business. We might have a couple more 3D printers accessible. Just trying to give you skills here, people. We got the equipment. Why not get the skills, huh? Let me go to this. Yeah, baby.
I might have the software on this computer. It might be on my other laptop.
It might be a what?
On my other laptop, but I can put it always play on this.
Give me an idea what the specs are on that one.
But it comes up as a MIDI controller, right?
Should.
There we go. The specs are on my computer, you mean?
No, I want to know how much is in my hard drive, how much garbage is on that.
Oh, there's a hard drive on here?
No, the hard drive on that.
Oh, on my computer?
Oh, is that yours or mine?
This is mine.
Oh, that's yours. Okay.
That's yours?
That's mine.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, I wouldn't just sit down at the computer without asking.
I know, it's... Janabi, Sophia, John Maria, Stephen, Ash. I gotta send this Ash.
What, do you need anything done on your computer?
Yeah, I need an overhaul. I'm getting a new battery on that. I should order a battery with you guys.
If you let me know what you need done.
Find the specs on that, like what it is, and I'll order the battery now.
Are you trying to like restore it or something?
Well, it's been through a lot, you know, and I'm a Mac guy, so I'm...
Password.
What?
Password.
Got a piece of paper? Brad, Jaya, Anthony. No. Jai Lao. There you go.
I mean, if you want, I could restore it back to nothing.
No, it's got important like Steam data on it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's got some important stuff. It's got the AI on it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it has Chrome.
Yep.
Which one?
Can you like get it working?
It used to.
What does it have on it?
I was
If you want to look at it now, that's Mac is my environment, and I just when the links break, I'm just not capable of the nuts and bolts. Anthony, Jack, John, Sydney.
I'm just getting this next one.
Yeah, because I had to move data over to the C drive, and I don't even know if they did that. Because the A and B drive were full. Linda's here.
That's not bad. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, 4 i7 on it.
It's pretty beefy, right?
That's not bad.
How old is it?
It's 4 years old, 5 years old. It still hauls. I went to Micro Center and they said, no, that one still hauls. And the thing about this one, it's got four projection sources out, so we can do a immersive projection. That's the principal reason I got it. Alexa, Hoy, you're here, man. Chanel's gone.
Oh yeah, it has a new video.
Michelle.
GTX 1060. That's not bad.
It's 1060? I thought it was 1070.
GTX 1060. That's what it's coming up as.
Got it.
But that's not a bad GPU.
No, I mean now they're up to 2060s, 27s.
Oh yeah, well they have the RTXs, which are even better.
I looked at HP this weekend.
Mine's probably just about equal to that. Mine's got like a GTX 1660 on it, I think.
1660. Camille.
I know, bro. I had an RTX 2080 one. Like before this, I had one with an RTX 2080 on it, but
Elaine.
I had to return it.
Eric. Here's Toe.
But this thing is, I mean, believe it or not, it runs all the games just as good as the other one did, which is strange, but. Oh yeah, you want the, here you go.
Pop open a Amazon site for me. I'm gonna pop one up. And to buy a battery, I'm just gonna do
For
it.
this kind of computer? Oh, you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll do it on this jack ultimately, and then I'll just buy it now because by next week I'd like to put it inside of that.
Yeah.
$50, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be that, but.
Michelle, Camille, Nolaine, Eric, Zigi's here, Jai Lun's here, Domingo's here, Jonathan Zhao, we said that, Jonathan.
You probably need the model number. I didn't write that down.
Sean, rock and roll, people.
Things out on your system. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. I took you out of SketchUp. We're getting into the principal realm. We are. Did everyone give you the dollar? Everyone. You can put that little head on your dashboard.
I didn't give him the dollar yet.
Put it on your wall. We're coming up. How many people wanted to work on the production of the show in this class? Outside guys?
Yeah, yeah. There should be something.
Moving 10 or 20 blocks. Okay?
If you could read it, you can
What's
see it.
Sean?
If you read it,
I'm asking once again, just to get this server going.
yeah, model number.
MSI, try dash NL.
N?
Okay, so Sean is on the list too, Domingo. to work with you guys on coding.
Okay. Put them on the
Yeah, yeah. All right, today I want to show you who's you've get your stuff ready. Who else?
Well,
You will. Who didn't go? Steve, you didn't go yet. Sam, you didn't go. So what's boom, boom, boom? Take care of that. Give me an idea. You didn't go yet? For your family. Raise your hand. Guys. It's like one more class. You didn't, oh, we got a lot of people. Okay, let's do this thing. But first I want to show you kind of what we're doing. And Yusuf is here. Do not get printers. If you want to print that, Sandy, is your problem?
No, we don't. Sean, I'm gonna figure it out in a second. But
Systems in Queens.
do you know who it is? The other person that's just at the edge here.
And you can
Yeah.
send in your head there.
You gotta add him to the Discord.
What kind of file they take, what kind of price they take, and all of that. Those kids are usually doing that at $8 or $10 a thing. Otherwise, we might be able to use, do you have a computer, Brett? Pop open the computer, find another group for that.
Which one? Gets added to the list?
Sean, Shao, come up here, Sean.
You have a Discord?
yeah.
Yeah. How do I do? What do I do? This is the thing.
Yeah, we would definitely take it apart.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you know how to do that, Jack? The battery?
It doesn't look that. It looks
I've been in there once. Is it a Phillips on the bottom?
I used to be a computer technician.
Yeah, was it?
Maybe you do that.
Pretty much have to.
Some computers, it might just have a lock. You might just be able to slide it out. Some of them just have a.
Okay, over here, look over here.
You have to pop it back off.
Made it.
Over here. This is fucking a nervous system. It's kind of this guy in this
Okay, go ahead. I mean, if there's, do you have to do anything on mine to get to add yourself? I don't know how you do it. I mean, I could invite people.
Yeah, you can invite people and then it'll like copy a link.
Okay. And what do you do with them? What do they do with the link?
They just have to type in that.
They have a section on this.
Jake?
As you can see, they do earrings, jewelry, lamp things, and now I'm getting into wearable computing, where we can put data on a thing like this, and it monitors what we do. I'll probably work with the engineering department on that.
Oh, is that the only way in? If you get the link?
I don't know.
Yeah, so you just friend him.
Yeah,
and
right.
then send him a link.
Keep it down a little bit, guys.
Yeah, right.
So let's go to one of their open sources. Project.
THR216 assistant.
You should have to type in the whatever last.
Oh, you need the code? It's RWH, all lowercase, and then uppercase ZJK.
And here you go.
And then when you get in, did most people use that
Got in?
name to their name?
I did. I think most people did.
Yeah, so just change your like nickname in the server to be
So how do I do that?
like right click on yourself.
Or
You in?
Yeah, man. Let me just figure out how to do the nickname.
Change nickname.
oh,
There we go.
I did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, now you're in.
Let's go.
All right, cool.
Second picture is this whole idea of 3D printing whole thing.
You notice that I plugged anything into it. It's pretty bizarre.
Yeah, well, this is what apparently is an NL Endoven 5706.
No, I work for the company, it's Italian and Chinese, they're the leaders. One has 3D printing with concrete.
Like,
You can 3D print with gold. This company will sell you, look at
Does
this.
the regular MSI company sell them?
It's a 3D printed press.
I mean, I mean, you'd probably get it cheaper from a different company though. Yeah, Amazon would probably be the best bet. Installing it is easy. You don't need to solder anything, you just gotta pop it open.
Starts you at about $80. It's great, isn't he or she worth it? There you go. So let's do this. This black nylon I have upstairs. Did you find other 3D printable sources? So Sandy, what is a head going to cost? A head about that size is going to cost our typical student? A bulk or one? Oh, they're quoting you back. So you two design it really small, about that big. Or what we have just faces looking up from your stand, looking up, so we form a base of the bottom. And that thing, I mean, until COVID, we used to do this for free. We used to use Innovation Center. You all would print it out so you understand 3D printing. What? Yeah, I took you there once, right? We did that with our class, right? You were in my class before, right? So we went over there and did that. I'm trying to, you individually can't be there, but if I send these things over, first of all, they're going to have a kitten. Second of all, with all the orders, they're probably going to say no. And then third of all, I'm going to try to get them to say yes. You know, how to print out 60 faces. You know, then you can do it for free. So Brett and Sandy, won't they give us a ballpark?
Yeah, I just have to like send them
Right.
and then they'll get back.
And they ship within how long?
They didn't say, but I did a 3D file.
Don't you have yours? Didn't you buy it from Yusuf for $1? Yusuf, so all the faces are with you now?
Yes, I just needed the money just to print it all out.
And then you're going to individually send it back to them? Oh, no, it's on our site.
I'll put it on the site. I'll put it on the...
There's a bunch there already, right?
No, I'm meaning to put them all right. That's why
So there's no test there to start with.
I mean, if you guys, I mean, they might as well, all right, I'll put them by tonight.
This will be on our drive site tonight. You can go get your face. And you're not required to print it out, but I would just go through with it because we used to do it for free when the Innovation Center was open. I'm going to make a proposal that we print them at the Innovation Center. They have 2 students working there, I think. But they have something like 10 machines over there. What else about this? You two, go to SketchUp and just get a head. Sandy. Something at SketchUp to get a head, bring it out, scale it down, and so forth. So let's, here's this whole thing, they call it kinematic pedals. I don't know what this does. Oh, this is on another model. So Ziggy, does this look uncomfortable? No, it doesn't. It looks very good. It's go to your next dinner party wearing this. Real life, and it's a 3D printed dress again. So this is amazing technology. I'm trying to research on printing a 3D printable tiny house. Some of them are pretty cool. And I'm also researching CNC. Anyone know what CNC means?
Yeah. Computational numerical control or something like that?
Basically taking sheets of plywood and laser cutting these things out. They have 2 of those machines over there. They won't cut very deep though.
My father used to be a programmer.
Your what?
My father used to be a CNC programmer.
Let's go to...
That's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah. Let's go to their shop. What else are they doing? They're doing things like bowls. They're doing things like do not get a kitty. Do not. Silver fluorescent ring for $100. Look at that. For the girlfriend or boyfriend. Look at this. A beautiful necklace made the same way as what we saw before. And here is a custom cell ring. So everyone got their laptops open? Go to Nervous Systems 3D. And let's see what it takes to make a custom ring, because that's one of the cheaper things. Here it is. JavaScript base. Look at that. You can roll it around. And it'll even give you the price. If I get this in white and nylon like it is, as it is, it's $26. How easy is that? And then they did Nervous System in 2009, developed this JavaScript thing to do this. But I like black nylon here, and that's what I have upstairs. I don't know, it just looks cooler to me. And you can tweak the settings here. Let's go twist those things, make them wide, inside, like this. And we can shape some of these out or in. And let's do this. We can select things like this and start doing these kind of parametric designs this way. It supposedly mimics biology here. What ring size am I? Am I a 9? Watch that price on the side probably go up. I think I'm a 9. I'm not sure. 27, only $1. But you can play around with both. You can give it a twist. I know, we're going to flip into gold here. Oh, look, the inside and outside. On the inside, that's 9. On the outside, it's something else. In case you get involved in a street fight and you need to, have some brass knuckles. I had a kid 3 years ago. Do not do this because they are illegal in New York. Made brass knuckles for 3D printing. I think they're illegal.
Yeah, they are.
In New York State.
They definitely are.
A lot of things are. For probably good reason other than the other states. But you can try this out. I'm still at 27. Oh, name your design. I can name it. But let's go to silver. How much do you see that? $27 in nylon. Let's go to metal. Silver's only giving me $97. God. My girlfriend's worth that, huh? You get it, Get one for your mom, Come on. Let's go up to gold. What's the second one? Brass. Let's go up to that. $70, but that looks pretty cool. Look at that. For $70, we can do that. And I've had at least 10 or 12 students over the past 3 or 4 years who made some rings, out of metal too, not just nylon, but metal. And now let's go to 14 karat gold. What do you think I'm looking at, Jack? Here goes. 14 karat gold. 600. That's still a cheap engagement ring. What do people expect you to get nowadays? What? 2K, 3K? Avoid that person altogether, Brad. If that's all you are to her, well, I think it's kind of a cool design. I love this dimorphic parametric design because I think it looks cool. Brad and Sandy, what are our options? Did you get a face? In general, what my students have done, how much? Last year, look at the tennis shoe section. I had a student design and 3D print tennis shoes sold. You know, a lot of people are into tennis shoes now, with these shoe design. Do that, that's a definite aid country. So, but it's in a custom setting. You're finding ahead. What do you got? Yeah.
Went on and look at like the project.
Look at the shoes. A lot of you kids love tennis shoes. We can think about making a bat with. So if anyone wants to make a special project out of 3D printing, I'll give you 10 to 20 blogs off. But if you go into it deeper, you know, like this is exciting stuff. Dudes, this is jobs right now. They're hiring. So it's cool stuff to be into. That, yeah, is that gold?
That's for us.
Is it $70? That's not bad. So take a screen capture, make some, for this weekend, make some designs in nervous system and do some screen capture. You don't have to buy yourself a $70 brass thing. But, poke around in nervous systems. It's a nice aesthetic. It's a nice site. They've got a couple of great YouTubes of how they made the dress. It's all about engineering. How many are engineering here? No one. It's exciting stuff. And then we're going to try and embed with this other comp sci faculty member body sensors, like into bracelets or necklaces or things like that. We're trying to make Coy and Jack. We're trying to make another EEG. We'll 3D print it so it fits across the frontal lobe and then the back. Maybe cannibalize my old BTI thing, which was a $600 thing, but it's seen a better day. Now I'm gonna 3D capture this and roll it around. Bangle cuff sculpture.
Oh, that's cool. You can like change the shape of your thing.
Which one?
Like if the tool in the bottom right that's like 4 arrows.
This one.
No, go to the left. Little, like,
Oh yeah, this one?
and then use
Oh right, now I remember. Bring that down. Oh, this is fairly new. Yeah, play with the shape thingy too, gang.
I'm installing a sound library for this thing.
For your guitar?
Yeah.
In GarageBand or what?
It's from the company itself, Jamstick.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just went on their website and had software to download to use it.
I've never done that. I've just pumped it right into GarageBand and it sounds pretty sweet, man. Especially soundscapes. I was just riffing out on that stuff. And then I was also playing with my brain to play with it. You know.
Yeah, I missed that about having my guitars. I wish I didn't sell them.
These jam sticks, I've been picking them up for $70, $80 a pop.
Really?
On eBay. Because I saw it in a store. So screen cap your work here, gang. Thanks for telling me that, Jack. Merge cells? What's the merge cell?
like if you put the two of them next to each other, but they have to do it.
Here, let me try that. So this one.
Can I borrow this thing? See how it works?
Yeah, if you bring it. Oh, I see. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, bring it next Monday.
Yeah, let's set a program for it. Like, you're downloading the library, see and tell me sort of best music, open source. There's a couple big ones. One is called, what's the
Like
name?
free open source ones?
Free open source one. Research that. What are the best DAW? DAW they're called. DAWs. Work on this a little bit and then we'll get going with Oink, Oink. Oh wow, that's a great merge tool. Look at that now. Because I love GarageBand, it's a cheesy but a goodie.
It's on the Apple, right?
Yeah, but it's
I had something else on my other laptop that I used to use to like plug my guitar into it. I thought it was this laptop, but I realized I got a different one since then.
that's pretty hip. But now in gold, that's up to $564.
I think I had a Sony one. Was that called Acid, I think?
Yes, that's it. That's actually what GarageBand stole from. Sony Acid.
All right, Professor?
Yes. No, it's not a thousand. You're out of scale.
Did you need this for the battery or anything?
I mean, maybe don't.
You want me to see if I can find mine?
Some guys have it, okay? Yes, first of all, it's worth it. Second of all, don't pay for it. Make it small, something wrong. No, it should be even more than $10. So, we're doing something on a scale. Okay, let's see what's all designing with. $10,000?
It's very, very cheap. It's a sculpture. I don't really know.
Oh, huge.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, half the gold is stocked out. Have you ever seen this site before? Nice way. What's this? Cool, man. Dudes, if you want to get this in black nylon, give it a shot, man. All right, let's move on to, you're downloading all the gems. Okay, did you get it to sound yet?
No, that's what I'm doing that for, but it will.
As a MIDI,
I
it
found
goes-
batteries for your laptop. It's because this, you have a GS63VR-6RF, that's MSI, so.
Okay, come here, let me do this on Amazon to get it better. Keep playing with your design. How many are actually gonna buy one, even in black nylon? No? Is it not worth it? I don't want you making college today. All right, let's go get them. Because I want to oh look, that little dragon is yellow, white now. I thought it was used to be red. Keep playing a little bit. I gotta get a battery for the machine. Amazon's better than eBay on this one, right?
Yeah, probably, I would say.
Because eBay's gonna be like, yeah, whatever, here it is.
Yeah.
I get these things months later, like, yeah, we did our best.
True. Well, that happens sometimes with Amazon, too, sometimes, depending
I
on.
know, it's like,
Because sometimes it takes them 2 days, sometimes it takes them 2 months.
what's this called?
It's MSI, GS, well, space, GS63 VR
63 BR
dash
Dash?
6RF, yeah, because there's an ARF,
6
6R.
RF
Battery, yeah, right at the bottom.
baller battery. All right,
Battery.
read. Any of these?
Yeah, but I believe, well, not the ones on top, the ones below, the big square looking ones. Those ones, they say compatible GS,
Any of these are compatible.
I believe so, just have to double check when you look at them. They're just coming from different companies and different brands.
Oh,
GS63 VR, yeah, see that one's compatible, that one's
$59. Free, get it tomorrow, here goes.
compatible. Make sure that's compatible with it before you get it. GS63 VR, 6RF, yep.
This one's compatible?
Yep.
And you know, if I bring this next Monday, you know how to put it in. Here we go.
I used to get paid to do stuff like that. Do you have the screwdrivers and stuff? I think I have many ones in my dorm room.
I got it open with, is it little Phillips?
I don't know, so I'm hoping. Sometimes they have those weird star.
There it is, man, coming in coming in tomorrow, supposedly.
Yeah, they're Phillips, little teeny Phillips.
All right. That is going to be used for our project. Anything else, keep fooling around, any assistance, any report on, we've got an acting staff, we got writing. I want to, just like Bandersnatch, I want to deal with this idea of nonlinear storytelling. So even if we want to turn Trojan Women into a game, like game structure, totally break apart the Greek format, that'd be cool too.
Do it like a text game?
Write this down. It's called, my assistants, Brett, Sandy, everyone, it's called Twines, Twines. They used it to write Bandersnatch. Did you guys see Bandersnatch on Black Mirror? Boy, you didn't see it yet? Brett, you didn't see it? Jack, you saw it? See it. It's the first interactive movie on Netflix. It's actually interesting. A student of mine spent 6 hours inside of it
Really?
because it's totally interactive.
Yeah, like those books when I was a kid.
Yes,
Have those,
it's
like,
exactly like that.
choose your own,
Except it's about a game developer and murder
Yeah.
and suicide and.
I saw it. I watched it a while ago.
Bandersnatch? All right, so Twines is the software that we use that we're going to deal with Twines next week and just play around with our script, this Greek script, and see if we can chunk it in, these things. With this class, did we start a Trojan Women on the video? No.
I was just thinking I could probably even write a program that does that with Python. That wouldn't be that hard.
Might be cool, but this one's cool. Twines is cool, but on my Mac version, I didn't get it so it plays like a film. It just sits there. So if on your PC, you can get a version where we can hit a button and be in the Cassandra Hecuba story, and then boom, be somewhere else. That would be cool. All right, Nia, let's go first. Is yours on the drive side? Some screen captures have been jewelry design. Finish up with some screen captures. Put it in your file. This is fun stuff, right? Fun stuff. Yeah, you want, oh, wait, okay.
When did they say the battery was coming? 2 days?
He said, yeah.
Do you want me to just install it on Monday, or do you want me to meet up sooner?
I live in Brooklyn.
Oh, you live in Brooklyn. That's right. And you're only out here on Mondays?
Yes, and even that's too long.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know it's a pain to get out here, back and forth sometimes. I lived in
Brooklyn's where the scene is happening, man.
Yeah, I lived
Out here, you go to 7-Eleven and back home to your Netflix. That's
I know. It takes a lot of getting used to moving from out here to out there and the other way around. But it's definitely, much more entertaining out there, that's for sure. I didn't live in a great area, but I still loved it.
Where do you live in Brooklyn?
East New York.
It's still pretty rough.
Yeah, it is pretty rough. That's like probably the only bad spot in Brooklyn left.
I know.
But it was cheap to live over there. I didn't spend my time over there.
All right, let's go to the drive site. Nia, come up here. Ooh, people added it already. Nice design.
It installed it already.
Gold. All right, so find your file. All right, wrap up, gang. Wrap up with your system. stand up and address your little public speaking exercise. Address your colleagues. Colleagues, give consideration over this way. Ziggy, come on. Okay, let's give her a big hand.
This is my great grandmother on the left, and then my great grandmother and my aunt. I think this was taken in 1966 in Barbados.
Yeah, look at your audience and say, my family is about this.
I would say the people in my family So this is my grandfather's side of the family, and they're from Barbados. I think this was taken right before they were going to church. And then this is my grandmother. She's from St. Vincent. She was about 17, I think, in this picture. And she used to work as a secretary for the government of St. Vincent.
Wait, so Barbados is way out there in the Atlantic, right? Kind of. It's down further south, but it's an island that's further south.
Florida, if you're going to Florida,
We are a flight, right? And St. Vincent's near Puerto Rico, it's further down than Puerto Rico. Got it.
This is my grandfather. He's from Barbados. I think he was like in his early 20s here and he owned a bookshop there. He's a manager, and then he eventually bought the bookshop and owned it for a couple of years. And then this is, on the left is my grandfather and my uncle. This was taken in St. Vincent. And then on the right, that's my uncle and my mom. I think she was about 1 in that picture. And then this is all of them together. And then in the picture on the right, I think this was taken on a weekend in St. Vincent where there used to be like a fair or a carnival, and then at the end they had like a tea party kind of thing for kids.
Is St. Vincent's decolonized, independent now? But it used to be an English colony? So English was the first language?
And then the photo on the left is my mom, the little one in the front, and then her cousin on the left, my uncle in the middle, and then I think that's a family friend. And then the one in the middle is just my mom and my uncle again. And then the one on the right is my mom and my grandfather. And they usually like to, exercise and just go out on the weekends when he wasn't working.
Beautiful.
The one on the left is, I think this was taken during either Thanksgiving or Christmas. Usually the whole family would get together during those holidays. The one in the middle, that's my mom going to her first job interview. I think she was like 16 maybe. And then the picture on the right is her graduation, her high school graduation photo.
Is this still in St. Vincent?
No, my family moved to America when
Oh, okay. So this is, where did you grow up? Where did she grow up?
in
Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn?
Flatbush. That's my grandfather. I think this was taken in 2000. He worked as a security guard for the MTA. And then there's me in the middle. I think I was about like 4 months old. And then on the right, it's me and my great grandmother. And this was taken a few days after my first birthday.
Did someone digitize these before? Did you photograph these recently?
My mom took a picture.
Oh, cool. With her camera? With their photo, or telephone camera, yeah.
And then that's me and my grandfather. This was taken in 2001 in a restaurant somewhere. I think I was his favorite grandchild. And,
Really?
Yeah. And yeah. And let's see. That's all the
And that was it. Okay, what, Neil, where do you see yourself in 15 years? Rich.
traveling. Maybe kids, I don't know.
Maybe kids are behind rich in travel. Due to what ladies, particularly because of feminist view, is mobility important over family? Any weigh in on that? If your first job is in Seattle, Sandy, would you go? What's your price? 80K, you're pulling up to move to Seattle. Otherwise, if it's 79.99, you ain't going. Got it. Let's give Leon a hand. Let's go, Jonathan. Ziggy, you're next. John, did you make the entire dress? Very nice. Family and I, Ziggy Wang. Let's do it. Ziggy, look at your audience. And give them a hand, people.
So my PowerPoint is kind of short because my mom was photographed from my family. But I got what I have.
No, look at your audience and say, my family is, they're like this. Give them the emotional pieces.
They're fantastic, except I don't have much photos of them.
Okay.
So I pulled them together what I had, what my parents had, or at least what my mom had. So this is just a collection of, but it's mostly me, unfortunately, because that's kind of what my mom just has. And she doesn't.
Fortunately.
Oh yeah, fortunately, it's just me, and it doesn't really include much of my grandparents. So this is kind of where my parents are from. It's from a city in China, called Fuzhou. And ironically, both my parents are from there, and my grandparents are all from there. But yeah.
Fuzhou is near Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's the north of Hong Kong. It's like a 3-hour or 2-hour flight to Hong Kong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How far away is Shanghai? 2-hour flight also? Shanghai from 3 hours? You're from Shanghai, your mom? You're from Fudan too?
It's pretty close to everything. It's like really close to Taiwan, and it's a major port city too.
And it gets warm in the summer, right?
It's like the weather like California. Over the summer it's like really humid and hot, and then over the winter it's like
Mild.
yeah, it's like fall right now. So this is my mother's side. I was thinking like maybe 3 or 4 years back of her side of the family that's all in China. And my parents had like, my mother had like 4 siblings, I think. And she's the oldest one. So therefore I'm also the oldest of all.
You're the
Like,
eldest?
yeah. So
How many siblings? Are you the little kid in the red shirt there?
Oh no, that's taken back like, this was taken like 3 years ago, so I'm wearing white.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do.
right.
Here we go. How many siblings do you have, Sid?
I have none. That's kind of lonely.
How many, any only children out here? Another one. There you go. It's the China, it's not still the one-child policy. 2 children now. How many, are you still a Chinese citizen? No, you're not.
No, this is my father's side. That was taken in America probably like 2 years ago. And I don't know about that, but I started looking at family and stuff.
Right. where did you grow up? Not Queens, what part of Queens? Is that near Bayside? Further east. Yeah.
It's near Brooklyn. I'm not sure. Maybe like an hour from Brooklyn.
Not an hour.
I know where Brooklyn is at, and it only took like an hour to get from my house. An hour and 10 minutes from my house.
On the G train?
Yeah, from the East of the-
G train runs from me too. There we go.
I think
Brooklyn Tech, do we have more Brooklyn Tech in the house? Another one, Brooklyn Tech, I know that well, it's right near BAM and down Fort Greene. How far did you commute? You knew each other in school? You did? Oh my God, old friends here. Holy smokes. Ugh.
Yeah, and then, I think the rest of the presentation kind of just pictures of me. That's when I was born, and that's my uncle. Yeah, from my mother's side, since I just grew up from my mother's side, so my grandmother mainly raised me.
Your grandmother raised you? Were you both your parents were working?
Yeah, my mom was a teacher, so but she worked in a different city. So,
What city?
she's from art, so it's a pretty big problem.
Oh wait, so she didn't teach in Queens, she taught in China.
Yeah, so I spent the first 4 years of my life in China, and then the rest of my life I was just in Japan.
Oh cool. Did your parents come over to you or no?
Yeah, they did. So my father came to America before I was born, and he went back for a couple of years, and that's where he met my mom, and that's where he got married.
Very nice.
And yeah, these are just photos of me. I grew up in.
Love the haircut.
So cute.
Yeah, thank you. And that's also my cousin from my mother's side.
Sweet.
These are all pictures of me maybe when I was 4. So the thing about China is a lot of it's still mountainside even when you live in the city, so you can still see mountains in the background.
The mom's back there.
That's cool.
Wow.
And that's when I was 5 when I was in elementary school. And
The Game Boy.
In the States.
yeah, in the States, in Queens.
I haven't seen one of those.
And I was in Disney World in Florida, Orlando. And that was a wedding when I was probably 5 or 6. I forgot. And that's probably the first time I seen snow, so. And when I was
Snow in Queens, man. Snow in Queens.
it used to get pretty hectic in Queens, but snow used to come up to
Wow, back in the old days, it hardly snowed last winter. I mean, I remember the 90s, the snow would be like that.
Yeah.
Growing up in Minnesota, the snow was like that.
So this is when I was probably in late elementary school, near middle school. So my mom and I traveled a lot too. So I think even Canada, Ontario, or Toronto, I forgot, or Thousand Islands. I think that background is Thousand Islands. In Canada.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's when I was in high school. Yeah. That's the first time I
You
shaved.
shaving? That's a first. You put that? That's a need for the entire semester.
I think I'm the first time I shaved.
It's birthday. See, that's incredible.
Yes. This is just the rest of high school. During prom, when I went to Shanghai Disney World, graduation, and stuff like that.
Shanghai Disney World. Who did you go to prom with?
My friend.
Won't probe on.
And then I think the last slide is just Stony Brook. That's my roommate. I think that describes it pretty well.
That's your
What's some
roommate.
of your roommates had? A garbage can?
Yeah. It's a meme my roommate and I made.
He's trying to carve out his own personal space. Huh?
Nothing.
Here we go. Ziggy, where are you in 15 years?
Surgery.
Oh, cool. You're pre-med. Wow. Steady hands for that, right? There you go. We're already at 10-2, right? Are we over at 10-2? No, 4. We're still good. Sandy, go. You're from the same town, right? Sudan, right? So, we weren't born there?
I was.
Oh, you were born there?
Yeah.
Gosh, now I know where to go for my doctor. Oh, my professor, let him die. Look at your audience, Sandy. Address them. What is your family about?
So my family were immigrants. I would say we're very hardworking. So this is like my dad's side. That's my grandma, my grandpa, and their 4 kids. So we're from Fujian. It's like where he's from. And then we're like from like a little village called Yanyu.
So you're from the country, and Siggy, would your family not talk to them?
I was born in the
We're from downtown.
okay.
Uptown, your family's from the country?
Then they moved to like the city.
But a tiny village in China is 2 million people, right? There's a lot of people living in the small towns.
So this is like more of my dad's family again. And then like they were really close to each other and they didn't really get to have much schooling. Like my aunt dropped out of 3rd grade to take care of my dad to like their family.
Really?
Yeah, so they didn't, like my whole family didn't really get much education. Except for my dad's brother, oldest, he went to high school and he graduated, but he didn't get to go to college.
Wow.
This is me, the tiny one. This is us in China. And I guess
You're
that's
the little baby guy. The little girl.
yeah, the girl and my dad's on. And then so they like when they grew up, they moved to the city called Tangma, which is like kind of where everything was. And then they weren't even allowed to have me. So when I grew up, I was with my aunt most of the time, and it's like I only got to see my parents on the weekends.
Oh wait, because of the one-child policy.
I mean, I was the first child, but my parents weren't married yet because they're trying to get their right?
In America.
Yeah, so they're not American, but like they're trying to get a thing from Tampa, so they couldn't have like, how do you know? I guess I don't know why. But.
Wow, sounds complicated.
This is my mom. I didn't really have a picture of her family because I wouldn't say they're as close as my dad's family, but that's her sister, and this is them on a cruise while they ate without me. And my grandmother has 6 kids, and my mom was one of them. And then she had to like give some of them back with the mom, but then she like claimed them when they're like 30.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But they're out of the house by then.
Yeah. So my parents met in Jersey, and then my mom's adopted mom took like they're out of the house for having children or something. And then my mom was my dad. And then like eventually when she came to America, my grandmother came and talked to my mom again, and now they talk.
Now they talk.
Yeah, this is like my dad's side of the family again. We have a really, really big family. And then this is my family when we were really young.
You have siblings, Sammy?
Yeah, that's my brother. He's taller than me now.
But he's younger.
Yeah, he's younger by 7 years.
There's the Beijing Stadium.
Yeah, we went to Beijing 3 years ago. This was Thanksgiving 2 years ago with my family. And that's it.
That's all, folks. Look at that. Okay, look at it. Where do you want to be in 15 years? Happy. 10 kids.
No, like 2. I don't want to share too much love.
You ever wait, I'm blank. They have to be STLs to ship off. Yeah, got over Jason. And, oh wait, it went. Out. We're rolling, people, we're rolling. What a first place. Stony Brook is usually usually top 6 first universities in the country. They used to be number 2. Rutgers is always the highest, but this is like number 2 first place. It's never below 8 or something like that. There you go. Alan, look at your crowd, take a deep breath, get there, attention, and what's your family about, Alan?
Like everyone else where I work, honestly. They basically started from nothing, and when they came to America, they built their way up. So they are working in the definition.
Did you go to Brooklyn Tech with me? No?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so the picture on the left is my grandparents' house in China. That was like in the 1980s or something like that. And it was pretty run down. And the picture on the right is their house today in China. The same house that she reconstructed it. So I don't know where it
What
is.
town? You don't know?
Not really.
Are you from the city, Alan?
Here?
No, the city, New York?
Yeah.
What? Queens.
So the picture on the left is my grandpa from my mom's side, my grandma from my mom's side. That's not me. That's my oldest cousin, and I don't know who that baby is, to be honest. but I was not born yet at this time, and they just took care of my oldest cousin for the time being. And the picture on the right is my mom and dad when they didn't have me yet. And back then, my cousin was basically their child in a way, because those two were the firstborn, and I guess my parents wanted to have a child after that, so they decided to have me. But back then, yeah. So back then, those two were basically my parents' child in a way. They raised them.
Like Chinese families tend to swap up babies.
Now, for us,
Hey, you want this one? I'll take 2.
it's like we're all family. It's like if you go on the streets, if you speak the same language, they're basically like family in a way.
Right.
Like my mom will go to the supermarket and be like, "Oh, I know you." I'm like, "What? Are you what? I don't know."
Like a big family.
Right. So that's my dad in Massachusetts. He came to the United States around like maybe 1998. That was his house back then. And
What did he do? What's his profession?
I think he was a restaurant owner at the time.
What town in Massachusetts?
Fall River. So back then, he used to live there. That was before I came to America yet. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is my dad who got a house after his job, and that's me on the right. That was when I went back to China when I was like 9 to visit my grandparents. That's my mom. That was somewhere in Massachusetts or Boston. I'm not quite sure. It was,
I think it's Boston, down in the park.
yeah, that was when I was still living up in the state. In the middle picture, my mom had the vessel, or mall near the vessel.
Yes, in the new rail yard.
Right. And back then, when my mom came to the United States, she barely knew English. So she would go to like these schools that would teach her like English and like child activities. So it was pretty fun because I remember like a time where my mom and I were like apple picking or like go to movies. So yeah, the school really gave her like an opportunity to learn English and like opportunity to become like a mother. That's me and my oldest cousin from the first picture. He was kind of like my role model at the time. Like I would do anything with him, like I would imitate him. And you can see like there's a water or orange juice flowing out when I was doing that. That was me. The middle picture was me in 2009, I think, when I went back to China to visit. the right picture was me the first time going to the beach. I was pretty miserable because there was like crabs everywhere. I was like, really afraid.
First time.
It was like crabs on the beach.
First time shaving and drinking.
It was like crabs everywhere on the beach on the sand. I couldn't escape from them. And I was high school.
Paintball.
The left picture was me with my friends in Camelback. It was our senior trip in high school. The middle picture was paintballing when I went with my friend. I think it was his birthday, and went upstate New York to paintball.
What town? You paintball.
I don't remember. It was upstate New York somewhere in the fields.
Is paintball fun? Anyone done it?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
You get all jacked. You get hurt?
Well, if you don't wear, you can wear protection, but I mean, it doesn't hurt that bad, but it does.
Your adrenaline, boys. Any ladies do paintball?
And the picture on the right is, I think it was 2 Christmases ago.
Okay, listen up.
And then the picture on the right is like 2 Christmas ago, like Christmas Eve, like the last year from high school. We just hang out in the city.
Doing paintball down.
Yeah, right.
Just some more high school.
That would be fun.
I was me in lacrosse junior year, I think. That was prom for senior year.
Who'd you take?
Just a friend.
Who was Marsha? So Ziggy goes, I took Marsha too.
That's my school for prom.
He went to your school for
Went to my
prom.
school for prom.
Ziggy, you're greedy, man. You're greedy.
And that's graduation on the bottom. We graduated in Massachusetts, but we went to St. John's to graduate for our ceremony. And the picture on the right is, I think it was last Christmas? Yeah, that was last
Santa.
Christmas.
Alan and Santa.
Yeah, my friend had to dress up for Santa for his younger siblings to surprise him. Yeah, that's it.
All right, look at the audience.
Honestly, make a stable income, have a few kids.
And
Nah, probably 4 max, to minimum. I kind of want to leave New York in a way because it's really expensive here. Like, I love it here. I grew up here.
it's expensive.
It's really expensive. Probably want to move back to Massachusetts when I'm older.
What town? Boston?
Yeah, Boston or no, Fall Rivers.
Well, Rivers on the border with Rhode Island. There you go, man. There you go, and there we go. All right, Wednesday we'll continue. You need to watch Trojan Women. We'll continue it. We'll talk about Bandersnatch on Wednesday. The team worked on the AI. We're getting close. What's the report, boy?
I have 2 different plans. So the first one is pretty much speech recognition, like the traditional